Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. I'm Matsuyorific, and today I've got a special treat for you guys. So, for the next couple months, I'm going to be releasing a series of videos, top 6 videos, of my favorite Pokemon of each type. With the introduction of Sun and Moon, we now have 800 Pokemon to choose from, and I am loving my adventure through the Alola region and getting to know a lot of these new Pokemon. Now, some of you might remember a few years back when I did a top 10 list of my favorite Pokemon. Well, back then, we had less than 600 Pokemon. Gen 7 had not come out yet. In fact, I think they had just announced it a little before or after I made that video. So my list has changed since then. The way we're going to do these videos is every time I'm going to count down numbers 6 through 2 of each type. And then after we've gone through all of the types, I will make another video talking about my favorite Pokemon of each type. Now, the order of these videos is not in any particular order. I'm just going by the order that they have the types listed on Bulbapedia. But when I make the final version of the video, they will be in order of which Pokemon I like the most. So, whichever Pokemon is my absolute favorite, those of you who've seen that video probably already know. That is going to be the very last one that I talk about, and the one that's my least favorite out of all of those will be the first one I talk about. Now, obviously, those are my favorite Pokemon of each type, so not liking them is not really going to be an issue, but that should be kind of fun getting to count down which one is my absolute favorite. So for today, we're going to be talking about the normal type. Normal type is definitely an interesting type. It's weak to fighting and resistant to dark. However, nothing is weak to normal. There are plenty of types that resist normal attacks, but nothing is weak to it. And I've always found that a little odd. I was kind of hoping that with the introduction of fairy types, maybe they would make normal type super effective against fairy, but nope. It's kind of weird when you think about it. So to start off the list, we have number 6, Aipom. Now, Aipom, I grew attached to Aipom after Ash caught his Aipom throughout the Battle Frontier arc, and then it followed him to Sinnoh. And I always really enjoyed seeing Ash's Aipom on screen, and I also enjoyed getting to see it with Dawn, and it was very entertaining as an Ambipom, and she got very creative with the moves that she used for it. And I just really like Aipom's story arc altogether. You know, it was a wild Pokemon, but then it finds a trainer that it grows attached to, and it follows Ash. He doesn't catch it right away. It takes a couple of episodes for Ash to actually catch Aipom. And then later on, you know, it's a tough choice. You know, Ash doesn't exactly want to trade away his Aipom, and it's not that Aipom doesn't like Ash anymore. It's just that, you know, Ash has realized that Aipom prefers contests over battles. And the same went for Dawn's Weasel, where it preferred gym battles over contests. You know, they both enjoyed what their trainers were doing, but they enjoyed what the other trainer was doing a little bit more. And I just thought that was a really interesting concept that they did, because they don't usually do that a whole lot, where the Pokemon just doesn't want to be doing what the trainer is doing. And I just thought that was very interesting, and I've loved Aipom ever since. Number 5 on the list is, of course, Eevee. You can't do a normal type Pokemon list without an Eevee. That's like making a list of your favorite Dragon Ball Z characters and not including Goku. It's just not done. So Eevee is, of course, the evolution Pokemon. And Of course, everyone was drawn to Eevee right away because of how cute it is, but also because it's got so many evolutions. Right now it's got 8 evolutions, but for those of you watching in the future with Gen 8 already out in your time, you've probably got more than 8 evolutions. But, that concept was always really cool, and obviously, they've gotten a little gimmicky with it, but that's still, but Eevee's still a really cool Pokemon. And of course, with Gen 7, it even gets its own Z Crystal, Z move, which is really cool. Haven't had a chance to use it yet in my initial playthrough. I kind of put Eevee straight in my box since I wasn't too crazy about using a Pokemon that I've already used before. I'm trying to keep my playthrough of Sun and Moon just a Alola Pokemon. But, maybe if they had made a new evolution, then I would have used Eevee a bit more. But, I still enjoy catching it and training it, and it's so much fun getting to do all these different methods of evolution with it, so it's really cool. Number 4 on the list is a Pokemon that made it to my initial top 10 video, Meowth. Now, Meowth has always been one of my favorite Pokemon. Of course, it's adorable, but I also have always loved cats, and Meowth is the original cat-type Pokemon. All the other Pokemon that they made into cats, they're copying Meowth. Meowth's the original. I also really enjoy Meowth in the anime. Yeah, he's a villain, but he's a very interesting villain. All 3 of them, Jesse, James, and Meowth, are definitely very interesting, especially when the anime goes into their personalities and actually focuses on them and their characters instead of just them trying to catch Pikachu. But Meowth's backstory, I really enjoyed Meowth's backstory. It didn't learn to walk and talk for itself. He learned to do that for another Meowth that he had feelings for, and he wanted to prove his feelings for her. Well, and also to compete with the diamonds on her Pokeball and everything. But the fact that Meowth was willing to do that for Meowsy and even stood up for her when he thought that she needed help, I really do like Meowth, and he is very loyal to Jesse and James, and just that in itself has helped to cement Meowth as one of my favorite Pokemon overall. So very happy to be able to put him on this list. Now, my 3rd favorite Pokemon was not on my top 10 list, but still a very lovable Pokemon, and that is Jigglypuff. Now, Jigglypuff is, of course, a very, very cute Pokemon. That round body, those big blue eyes, or green, depending on if it's shiny or not. Actually, no. Reverse that. I'm pretty sure it's green if it's normal and then blue if it's shiny. But regardless, it's still so cute. I also really love Jigglypuff, again, in the anime. It was so cute and also kind of sad because all it wanted was to sing you a song, and you fall asleep in the middle of the song, and all it wants to do is to sing for you, and then you fall asleep, which is admittedly kind of rude, but then at the same time, that's the power of singing. It puts you to sleep. And I just always hoped that one day Jigglypuff would be able to find somebody that it could sing for and they not fall asleep. Maybe a Pokemon with soundproof. That would be kind of cool. Now I'm kind of thinking of shipping Jigglypuff with a Loudred. There is another reason why I like Jigglypuff, and that's its evolution Wigglytuff. I gained an especially strong attachment to Wigglytuff after playing the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, Explorers of Time, Darkness, and Sky. And Guildmaster Wigglytuff is just such a great character. I love him so much. His obsession with big apples and how he's always so nice and friendly friends. Oh, I just really loved Wigglytuff in that game. And, you know, of course, it's the evolved form of Jigglypuff, but since I'm making a rule that I can only have one Pokemon per evolutionary line in each list, I kind of had to choose between them, and I like Jigglypuff a little bit more. But I still love Wigglytuff, and I love Jigglypuff. Finally, moving on to number 2 of this list, which is the final Pokemon we'll be talking about today, is, of course, you've probably guessed it, Skitty. Skitty is, of course, you know, it's a pink cat Pokemon. Yeah, it was the first to copy Meowth, but Skitty, so precious. It's just so cute. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but its tail is based on a cat toy. In fact, they've got a Poke Toy item in the games, and it's based off of Skitty's tail, and it's just so cute. Especially the way it runs around and chases its tail. He's just so cute. I also love Skitty in the anime, Maze Skitty in particular. I love the way it chases its tail around, and eventually when May started getting into Pokeblock making, she was able to calm Skitty down with the Pokeblock. It was just so cute, the way she just tossed it and Skitty would eat the Pokeblock. And of course, it's just so cute. So cute. And I don't think any of you people out there who like cute pink Pokemon will be able to argue with my love of Skitty. So that's going to be it for today's list. If you want to see what my number 1 favorite normal type Pokemon is, be sure to click the subscribe button down below so you can get alerts as to when my new videos come out. And be sure to leave a like as well if you thought this was good. And I will see you guys in the next one.